We start tonight with our continuing coverage of the mass shooting in Stockton.
It has now been 12 days since 4 people were shot and killed and 13 hurt. Investigators say at least 5 suspects opened fire at a child's birthday party. It happened inside a banquet hall on Lucille Avenue.
ABC 10's Gabriel Porras is live there now with the latest. Gabriel, you've been on this story since day one. What are you learning tonight?
Yeah, Chris and Laura, we're learning that for now there will be no more names added to this memorial here at the scene of this awful tragedy. The sheriff's office told me today that there are no more victims in any of the hospitals any longer. None of the shooters is in custody either, but 2 people who attended the party are, and just this morning, one of them was in court. The bullets began flying right as they were about to cut the cake, witnesses say. Nearly 50 shell casings from 5 shooters, according to investigators. In the end, 4 lives taken and 13 hurt during an event meant to celebrate a 2-year-old. In nearly a dozen days, investigators haven't determined a motive, but new court records shine a light on the investigation, saying, quote, several gang members associated with multiple gang sets within the Stockton area were present at the time of the shooting. Prosecutors say that includes a 2-year-old's own father, Luciano Guerrero.
He's only here today because he threw a birthday party for a child that he loved. And somebody else decided to interrupt it in perhaps the most inhumane, hostile way.
Guerrero and attendee Billy Williams arrested just days after the shooting on parole violations. Both, prosecutors say, are gang members. The sheriff's office says neither are suspects in the shooting and hasn't confirmed that the shooting was gang-related. But the county's former top prosecutor says
it sure has all the indication that this was a gang-related shooting in retaliation for something.
Former DA Tory Verber-Salazar says if it was gang-related, there are reasons the sheriff's office might not say so.
If you come out and say it is a gang-related hit, people are going to be even less cooperative, and they're going to be more reluctant because of fear.
This case also has one key difference.
A lot of the hierarchy in these gangs are incarcerated and unable to physically protect their families. And so the rule has always been women and children were off limits. When I think about the individuals that committed these crimes, I don't know if it was an authorized retaliation or was it an unauthorized, and they went rogue and thought they'd make a name for themselves and do something quite hideous.
All ideas that investigators say they're looking into as the grief continues.
We need to go back and retrack our steps and say, okay, how can we do more? What can we do? How can we make sure this never happens again?
And seeing this memorial, that is what so many are wondering as well. Back in court earlier today, Guerrero was denied bail. He does have 2 cases pending unrelated to the mass shooting, as again, the search for the people or persons who did this continues. Live in Stockton, Gabriel Porras, ABC 10.
Good to know, Gabriel. We do want to point out Guerrero's attorney declined to speak with us today. Both Williams and Guerrero also declined interviews at the San Joaquin County Jail. Gabriel, keep us posted as you learn more. Thank you.
And happening tomorrow, the nonprofit Youth, Peace and Justice Foundation plans to bring together multiple gangs for ceasefire talks. The foundation called it a response to recent and ongoing violence and an effort to, quote, end the cycle of retaliation following the tragic November mass shooting. They also say if the talks are a success, they'll also start a 3-year violence prevention plan for Stockton.
The sheriff's office says they've received around 50 tips so far, and they're still looking through videos and pictures from the event. If you have any information, call the number you see right there on your screen. You can remain anonymous. The reward for information leading to an arrest is now at $130,000.